يوبتي يا رجال الله يوبتي الله أكبر الله يوبتي يا رجال الله
يوبتي 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 الله أكبر يوبتي الله أكبر لنا يوبتي يا بيجانا
يوبتي أنا المحسن يوبتي جاي مربي يوبتي أنا الحمان يوبتي رحمه يا الله يوبتي أنا النسيزي يوبتي جاي مربي.
We'll talk about all the elements.
Elements.
Right? So we have earth, we have fire. Do you know what are the elements? Earth, fire. What are you feeling right now? Air.
Yes. Air or rain.
And how is it made?
Yes, this is
Water.
water is another one, yes. We have metal. Okay.
After this tea, can I ask everyone a question? Like, what is your memory of tea? And what tea means to you all? And we can all share that.
So let's first have let's try first, okay? So that we can get into the mood and memory and
Saha.
cheers.
Saha.
To the earth, to nature.
Smell it so distinct. It's not like favorite here.
I thought I was doing green tea. That's why.
Very.
I like how it's like slight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drink and you taste and you want to drink more. But it's light and you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
want to like keep drinking.
Did you like it? Did you drink it?
That's the part where it gets the
Like it has like
the drink is good.
You want more?
You want more? We'll finish this one first.
Yeah, he said he wanted a little more.
It's a little hot.
Yeah, I want what's this?
So I'm gonna share her. Maybe we can go around the table and share where we're from.
Okay.
So my name is Kane. I came from China. I'm the director of Tea Arts and Cultural, and I love tea and I love people. I love music. I love art. I basically love everything that's alive. For me, I think nature, art, tea, cultural, they all need to be alive. Yeah, that's why we're doing these gatherings.
And I'm Joyce, and I live in New York, but I'm from France, and my family is from Egypt. And tea has always been part of my life, although I've cultivated myself to all the different kind of teas from different cultures and different worlds, and that's what really is very interesting to me, because tea is the second most important beverage around the world. It's drunk in most of the countries, really. And for me also, it's not just about the tea and the culture, but it's the art, the ritual, and everything that comes with it, depending on what culture you're coming from. There could be calligraphy, dancing, and it's part of bringing people together, which is what I'm really interested in also, and connecting and being part of this whole universe of nature and people, because people also helps making the tea. So that's what the passion is.
Rachel, and Rachel.
For me, my name is Richelli. I come here when I was 6. I'm from Dominican Republic and Brazil. My baby is American and Dominican. Well, tea is like for me, it's like, sorry, mine is not that good as in French.
Don't worry.
But tea is like something when you just can relax yourself with people that you love, people that you know. It's like tea, you put it, it's like, how can you say? You know that when people say, oh, when you, how you say, on the floor and you touch the floor without no shoe, your body feel good, feel comfortable, feel like connected with the planet and everything. It's the same way with the tea. It's something organic. It comes to your body and you feel like relaxed, like enjoy it right now when you feel like, I don't know how to explain so much like this.
You explain well.
It's something that brings to your whole family and bring your more people together, enjoy more about life. It is like leave you, how you say this? It's give you like this freedom in your body. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like
Connected.
Connected, like your body's
Grounded.
like free. I don't know.
Yeah, that's yeah. We can feel it. We can feel it. Yeah, yeah.
I'm Nizar from Morocco originally. I grew up around tea since I opened my eyes. In all ceremonies, we have breakfast with tea. We have lunch also with tea. During dinner we drink tea. It's part of our everyday life. And tea in Morocco is a sign of connection, gathering, and hospitality. When you welcome people, you welcome them with tea. When you say goodbye with tea. So it is #1 beverage consumed in Morocco because it's very cultural. And yeah, you see tea everywhere. In happiness, in grief, in all occasions, all moments. So yeah, so I love how this organization gathers different cultures and how there is like a strong connection between the different countries. And that's something very, very powerful. Like only like cheese is a plant, it's a drink, but it's a connection between different cultures.
Maybe later on you can share how the gunpowder tea
Exactly. That's,
got from China to Morocco,
Exactly.
mixed with mint.
With mint,
Yeah.
and other herbs. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Madam Hassan bin Jafar is from Fez, the original. I'm living in New York 25 years. I'm still working with a lot of musicians, a lot of people to perform, to write something. And story for band anytime to come to hang out in my house. I need big pot for tea and musician to for Gunpowder, to talk story, to talk for music and to drink tea. And again, a lot of people is coming fun and from tea. Is tea make a lot of people is coming to sit down to talk story. Everybody talk story for family, for art, for music, for life, for children, for a lot of people talk question. And the tea is a lot of people is coming in the community and the music too, to bring a lot of people to contact community, everybody. And Morocco is different tea. You have some green tea and black tea, and you have some differences. Last name, I'd say Negro. Negro is black and green, and tea for Sahara. These people will make tea same like that, small cup, and no mint, little bit of sugar. His tea is dog. his dog is same color like that, and Jill, same like that, and tea. And to drink one time, not like to drink a lot of water, and the tea to make people to relax, not drink a lot of water. You drink a cup and the tea, maybe two, no touching water. Maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, no touch on the water. And the water for tea, you make people and the inside is cold, you make you hot. You drink water, cold water, you make you hot quick. I need more to drink water. The tea is best for everywhere, for every place. Is #1 tea.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Is there any memories of you of tea? Like when, like, if you are going back to your country, or what does it make you feel?
Yes, it's tea is you make people is relax, no dream lots, and to think for to play something, artist to run something for music, to listen to music, to anytime to touch some cups, hand cup, like that. Is one pot, maybe is 1-2 hours. You stay on table. Everybody's coming in the office and the house. His tea is red. His hot is different taste, and cold to make different taste. His tea I need hot water, the original. His best is hot water for tea. Is very good. Yes. Sometime in is Morocco to breakfast. We have some soup and tea and some eggs and bread and oil or something like that, and finish like that. And cup and coffee is come for us. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Would you like to share something?
My name is Keaton. I'm from Brooklyn by way of California. For a lot of years in California. But my connection with tea is from basically birth. If you think so. But my first smell of tea was when I was 6.
The smell of tea, you mean? The smell of the aroma of it. Yeah.
My mom has always been a tea drinker. My grandmother.
Yeah.
But she was a person I only met one time. Last year I was in Trinidad. My mom left me in Trinidad for a whole month. I didn't even know it. But that one time, there was always a tea brewing. There was always, I don't know what tea it was. I just smelled the tea. Tasted tea after I got older. It's a different experience for me. I've had coffee, but coffee is a different level of unsurety. It's like a step to where you want to get things done right away. But whereas tea is, you can sit back and actually just calmly.
Slowing down aspect of it.
It takes your mind to a different level playing field of just tranquility.
Take the time.
Jesus. Love for the small things. Original, where things come from.
Yeah.
How they interact with each other.
And the aroma of the tea, it's just like food. It's so much related to our memory, how we connect to our past.
Special
Some
moments.
small cake and soft, not a lot of sugar, and the tea. Sometimes before you bring it the date for tea, it's no sugar, it's natural.
Yeah. And what I learned from Nisa is like, wow, every single, the shape of the cup, the material, the teapot, the ingredients you use, they all have its own history, and then very different than the one I grew up, but they all connected. They all have their meaning, and then somehow they are connected. Some way, some time along the history.
You
In
learn
time.
to listen.
Yeah.
And
Even
listen to
the teapot shape, it comes also from China.
The green tea, the gunpowder.
Yeah, of course.
The gunpowder comes from China.
That's for sure. Then we don't produce tea,
No.
so we only import it from China.
Yeah, so you bring it from China.
Uh,
It all goes back to China.
But the Chinese philosophy, a lot of it goes back to nature.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And it should be. That should be that way. Though.
Shall we? Do you think shall we start gathering people and have the Moroccan tea and music, and then we can spread out and having more? You guys can feel free to play more, whatever. Yeah, yeah. Let me.
so much.
Yeah. Let me get them now. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, bismillah. Yeah, bismillah. أنت كده قبات أنت شوف ملم ضربات خفاف باش نمشي معاه ولا نمشيو مع نمشيو مع الموسيقى نمشيو مع القنبري هو خدام Thank you everyone for coming today. I hope you enjoyed the tea. Thank you Mellem for coming today. So I'm gonna invite you all to go to Morocco with me. I don't know if anybody here already went to Morocco. Welcome to Morocco again. So I'm gonna introduce the Moroccan Tea Ceremony today. I'm gonna show you how to make Moroccan tea, and also you're gonna drink tea. So before I start, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the ceremony, about what you see in front of you, and also the tradition of drinking tea and making tea in Morocco. So in front of you, you see different items. You see the cups, the teapots. Here you have the gunpowder tea, and this is mint, and this is sugar. So, and dates, of course, that's for the last step. So, when do we make tea in Morocco? When do we drink it? There's different occasions. There is so many that I can't count them, but I will mention the most common moments where we drink tea. We wake up in the morning, we need to eat breakfast, we drink tea. During lunch, after lunch, we drink tea. Between lunch and dinner, we also drink tea. And at night, we need to go to sleep. We need to have dreams, as Joyce mentioned. So we need to drink tea also. So before the 12th century, Moroccans used to drink only infusions. So they produce herbs and they make infusions without gunpowder tea, without green tea also. So they used to make verbena, they used to make orange blossom tea. I mean infusion, it's not a tea. So it used to be an infusion, which we just had here from Korea, which is beautiful. This is like a pure connection between the countries. So in the 12th century, Marrakesh was founded, and there is a huge market. I don't know if you went to Marrakesh. There is a famous square called Jamafna Square. This is where all traders comes to sell their goods. And one day there is a trader from China who came to Marrakesh to sell gunpowder tea. And he introduced the gunpowder to Moroccans, and then they're like, oh, what is that? And then this is how the gunpowder tea was introduced. And then this became famous, and then Moroccans start mixing the gunpowder tea with the infusion that they made before. That's where it comes from, the famous Moroccan tea mint tea. So mint mixed with the gunpowder and sugar. We have sugar here because it's very important in the Moroccan tea ceremony. It needs to be sweet, so you can also test and also it helps to blend both gunpowder and mint together. So yeah, so since 12th century, we started making tea, and it become today the most consumed drink. Because we drink it all day in different occasions. In weddings, for example, we welcome guests with tea. Before they enter the room, they need to drink tea. And also sweets. It could be dates or Moroccan cookies. During the ceremony, the wedding, people are dancing, eating, and then at the end, before they leave, they need to drink tea again to say goodbye to them and thank you for coming. And so that's a happy moment. And also in grief, when we receive people that comes to the house to say our condolences to the family, we welcome them with tea and we say goodbye again with tea. So it is very present in the culture that we grew up making tea and drinking tea. It's something that it's become very cultural, not just a regular drink. So today I'm gonna introduce what I have on the table. We have mint, and we have two types of green tea or gunpowder. This is pure gunpowder tea, dried. And here I have an infusion of both of them. This is gunpowder tea and also orange blossom. And also right now in Morocco, this is the season for orange blossom. So this is the period where everybody goes to the trees, the orange trees, and they collect all the flowers to make the tea with it, and also to make the orange blossom water. And from that orange blossom water, you can mix it either with tea, which is very strong, or to make cookies. I don't know if you had cookies in Morocco. The most famous one, it's the corne de gazelle, or we call it câble ghzel, and you can taste almond and orange blossom. Yeah. So that's one of the famous cookies in Morocco. So, and you cannot eat it without tea. So that's very important because it melts with the tea in your mouth. And so yeah, I'm gonna start with heating the water. And yeah, so the first step I'm gonna use the gunpowder tea first. There is like different steps. We need to first put the gunpowder in the teapot. So the teapot, it's all metallic teapots. It's either made from silver, copper, or brass, or sometimes you have them mixed, brass and silver. So in Morocco, we make tea in a teapot and then we put it on fire. It needs to be boiled. For the mint and also the gunpowder to blend together, they need to be on the stove, on the fire, so they can blend together inside the teapot. And then at the end, you're gonna see how I blend them, because I do a lot of steps to make sure that they are really blended together. Let's see. And Ma'allim Hassan today is with us. He plays Gnawa music. For those who knows Morocco, Gnawa is ancient music that is also connected to tea. When Ma'allim and the bands, they are all together, before they start playing music, before they go perform, they need to drink tea together. It's sharing tea, it's a blessing before they go in front of the public. It's also it's a connecting drink that connects the team together, the band together. So they all drink and then they say some words, some prayers before they go on the stage or before they start playing. So it's very important to share that drink and also to pray before we go. So before I make tea, or before a master make tea, say always Bismillah. So this is the first thing we say before we make tea or before playing music too. So Bismillah means in the name of God, and that's the first thing we start with. So Bismillah, and yeah, I'm gonna start making tea today. Okay, so I'm gonna start with gunpowder. 1 second, I'm just gonna steal this one, thank you. Sorry. Okay, so I can tell how much I put in the teapot. I do it often. So usually for this size of teapot, you can put 3 little spoons of gunpowder tea. And after that, I'm gonna put hot water, like 1 cup. And I'm gonna mix it like this. I'm gonna keep stirring it for a little bit until the tea, it's a process to remove the essence of tea. It's gonna be very strong. If I don't remove the first cup, it's gonna be very strong tea. So I'm gonna do like this, stir it, keep stirring it until the leaves are dissolving. Go. So I'm gonna remove the first one. So this one, I'm not gonna throw it away. This is the essence of tea. I'm gonna keep it here. I'm gonna add hot water, and now I'm gonna clean the gunpowder. I'm gonna keep stirring.
Inside.
Yeah. Patience.
There we go. Now I'm gonna add water. Now it's good. شكرا. Okay.
Oh, okay.
عندي هذا تشحن.
You don't want to wait
Thank
till
you.
they sing a little bit? You don't want to wait till
So now that I added hot water here, I'm gonna add the first cup that we removed, which is this one, the blue cup, which is the essence of the tea. And these 2 cups here and a half, we're not gonna use them anymore. If we use them, it's gonna be very strong. So that's why I'm only using the first one. Oh, that's not لا لا صار غير واحد عندك زوين. There we go. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice.
So this is the time where we need to wait for the tea until it's boiling. The gunpowder takes time to dissolve and also to let all the elements mix with the water. So we're gonna let it steep a little bit, like until it's boiling. When it's boiling, we're gonna add mint, and that's the step that's gonna be after this step. So yeah. So this is a little bit about Morocco, a little bit about how we make tea. For those who didn't go to Morocco yet, if one day you go, you will notice that everywhere you go in every city, people are gonna be welcoming you to drink tea. Sometimes people say, "Oh my God, I drink so much tea in Morocco," because let's say you go to in Fez, in the Medina, in the market, in the souk, and you will walk, and people are gonna be like, "Hey, come to my store, come to my store." Of course, they're trying to sell you something; it's their business, but they welcome you first to drink tea, and after you drink tea, you can buy or leave. It's up to you. But that's part of hospitality. Like, first come, drink tea, and if you're happy, you can buy. That's in the market. And it's the same, like when someone is going to a house to, like for a fiancé, for example, we say to ask a hand and to ask the hand of that person. You are welcomed with tea. And if you don't drink the tea, it means that you don't like that person, or you don't want to be part of the family, or so it's a sign. So tea is very like present in the culture. So yeah, there's a lot of tea salons in Morocco. You will be fascinated how different are, because there are so many type of green tea that comes from China that people also depends on the regions. You will drink different types. The most complex one, and also the best I would say, is the one from the Sahara, from the south. This one is very different because the people that makes the tea are nomads. They don't have gas. They don't have all the elements that other people in the city have. So they use fires, and also they use the same. They use metal for the teapot, but it's very slow. When it's cooked on charcoal or on wood, it's boiled very slow, so it has a different taste. And then the secret of a good tea is in mixing it, because they need to blend together. All these elements needs to blend. If they are not blend together, it will taste okay, but something is missing. So yeah. Yes, you have a question?
Well, I wanted to share the sugar part of it. You said sugar is necessary.
Yeah.
I will agree that it is necessary. So as someone who drinks their coffee black with no sugar, and tea with like all of the Chinese teas with no sugar for sure, Moroccan tea, when I was in Morocco, I was kind of tired of so much sugar all the time. It was hard for me, my palate, to have that much sugar. However, so one time I asked for no sugar, and then it was so strong that it turned my stomach, like my blood sugar dropped, and I got like sick, like I had to like throw up. So the sugar part of it is when you said that it's necessary. Yes, it is necessary. But it's nice. It's balanced.
Yeah, I mean, of course, today, if you want to have sugar, you're welcome. If you can put a little bit just to have the taste. If you don't want, we have dates here, so that's also.
Yes, if you're eating dates, it makes
Yeah.
sense. But like I
But-
was like in a car without any food.
So this part when the water boils and it goes to the up, that means that the tea, the leaves are open. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add mint. There we go. I'm gonna change a little bit. So who wants sugar, by the way? I just wanna see who wants sugar.
Do you all
okay.
drink put sugar in
Yeah.
your tea?
Yes.
Alright, then I want
Yeah, I mean, I
wanna
feel like
taste.
everyone who don't want sugar. Okay, it's all good. I'm asking because it's either I put it in the cup, but the Moroccan way, we don't put sugar in the cup. We put sugar in the teapot. So it's gonna be in the teapot, and that's the best time to put sugar so it can blend with them, with the two elements we already use. I mean, so two.
You know, in Morocco, they'll take like you maybe describe it better. It's like a big chunk,
Yes.
and you're like, it's like an iceberg in there, and you're like,
Yes,
how did you
like that,
put
yeah.
that much sugar in there?
Yes, like that.
The sugar, yeah. So the
Yeah.
most famous sugar is not like this. It's a tall. It's a tall
Rock-
and
rock sugar?
round. No, it's white actually.
Rock sugar.
A rock sugar, yeah. So and there's like other instruments. I mean instruments like it's there are instruments for tea that you use to break the sugar because it's a huge piece. And also that's the same piece that you take with you when you go to somebody's house to say hello, to like congratulations for an event. You bring the sugar with you. Perfect, thank you.
I have a question about how you serve it. So, you know, the elevation of up and down, is this mostly for show, or does it really have, is it for creating foam to the tea?
So that's
Can-
gonna be the next step, and I'm gonna explain to you in a moment. So that's a good question because a lot of people ask that, like, why do you do that? Like, not like in other countries, people drink tea, just like pour like this and that's it. Like I can just like, oh, okay, this is tea. There we go, that's tea. I mean, that's like you just pour like regular, like in other countries. But in Morocco, we don't pour the same way. We have a reason for that, which is the foam. And also, when the foam is there, it means that the elements are blended together. So now that I have the mint, the tea and sugar, it's time to do the pouring tea, but not for you, it's gonna be still the process. So this is, let me move this here. So this is how the tea is poured. It needs to go high. And then I put it back. And I'm gonna do this for at least 10 times until all elements are blended. And here we go again. And you're gonna notice the more I am pouring, the more there is foam on the top. gonna do it one more time, and there we go. I think you can smell the elements all together. So the tea is ready, and I'm gonna start pouring for everyone the tea. And yeah, if you need more sugar, always feel free to ask. There's a lot of sugar. And here we go. بسم الله. So I'm gonna start serving you tea now. So yeah, feel free to pass it around, and yeah. هنا بسم الله هنا. هنا بسم الله. And there we go.
I'll get you one here. Oh.
Bardak.
Nice.
Bismillah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Saha.
Brings me back to Morocco,
Ah,
doesn't
thank
it? Talking about memories.
So when we are drinking tea, we say Bismillah, and then when we are together, we say Saha. So Saha is cheers in Arabic. So Saha, everyone.
Saha.
I'm gonna do one more here. There we go. Tea. Yeah. And I'm making more tea.
It's not
So
too
the
sweet.
next round is coming.
It's not too sweet.
The sweetness is perfect.
Yeah, it's not too much.
And yeah, feel free if anybody wants dates, you can also turn it around. هاك دور هذا. بسم الله. صافي هذاك يلاه شاتي صافي بلا شهير هذا كافي واش Can I throw the tea in there?
You want this?
Yes, perfect.
This is really beautiful Gaiwan.
It's a beautiful what?
Gaiwan. It's
Yeah, you
really
like it?
beautiful. Yeah, I have a
It's a nice
similar one.
shape. It's a nice shape.
I like how big it is. It's pretty big. I thought it's perfect for group setting.
Yes. Yeah, I was able to have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
7 serving, small.
Do you have a cancer? Wastewater?
No, that was it. That was the only, that's what I wanted, yeah.
It's not difficult.
Can you ask Enmy for another waste bowl?
That's okay. هذا في شوي.
And then, do you have another shower?
So now I'm gonna make the second teapot, and I'm gonna see if you remember how we can make the tea. So this is the test. What is the first step to make the tea?
You put the tea in.
There we go.
You put the gunpowder.
So for the second one, I'm gonna make the one with the orange blossom. So this is the orange blossom with some flowers from Maggie's garden. So the white plant here, that's the orange blossom.
Did you put your own orange blossom?
They comes.
It came with the tea?
Yeah, they came with it. Yeah.
There's
There's different infusions that you can make. There is one similar actually to this. The Korean one is verbena.
verveine.
La verveine. So the tisane of verveine, that's the one we make to go to sleep and have dreams too. Yeah, I've seen it. So now we're gonna keep stirring like this for a little bit until the essence of tea is blended, and we're gonna remove it separately. And now it's time to remove the bitterness of the gunpowder.
I need another one.
Next time you can pick any random people to make this to see whether they can make
Actually,
it.
we can do it anytime.
Oh, I can smell the orange blossom.
I mean, I think you will be a good candidate for that because you went to Morocco, so you don't have any excuse.
Oh, like 10 years ago.
This is the tea 10 years ago and today is the same. If you go to a shop, you will get this amount. Yeah, you will get like almost full cup. So yeah, so I'm trying to share with everyone the tea and like giving portions, but usually it goes like it goes to here. You need to leave a little bit for the fingers to hold the cup. because it comes hot.
No.
So what is the next step?
Add more water.
I have a lot of good students here.
Yes.
I think so.
With the first one, two other back couples that are like bitters.
And then we're gonna put back the first tea we removed.
You put it on high. You want it to boil again, right?
Yes,
Or
but
do you
it's
put it
slow.
on
I don't
simmering?
Put it, yeah, it's in a low fire.
You
so it's-
simmer.
yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
then
yeah.
typically, I remember before you said there's always poetry involved.
Yes.
At
So,
what point you will share poetry?
so poetry and music starts when people already drink tea, and then people either start telling stories, like, you know, a lot of people like don't meet each other often, so they like share stories, and then they start singing or saying poetry. So it happens mostly like when there is like gatherings. For example, there is women's gathering and there is men's gathering, and when they're all together, there are different ceremonies. So when it's women's gathering, they also make tea the same way, and they play music that is only like there's a famous music called Huwara or Huwariyat that is only for women's gatherings. So yeah. Also the tea has a tea master. It's not for everybody to make tea. When you are invited to somewhere, to somebody's house, they can ask you, can you make tea? Or if it's either you or someone else, but it has to be one person. And that person needs to be the one that is leading the ceremony. And then people comes to the tea master to ask what their needs, what they can help with, but they're not allowed to touch how to make, like, they're not allowed to like play with the tea, or because if something goes wrong, it's gonna be the tea master's blame. So like, this is my space, nobody touch the tea. That's how like I mean nobody say, but we know that we're not supposed to go make tea because we know that's the master's job to do it. And usually in ceremonies we choose the elder person as a respect, because when you ask someone to make tea, it's a sign of respect that you are a respectful person, that you are honorable, you're gonna be the person like leading the ceremony. So yeah. So I feel a little bit because in front of me is Malam Hassan, so he's a master, and I'm so proud to be making tea in front of him because he's a master in music, and also, yeah, of course, tea is something that is part of the culture. So that's why when I finish the cup, I ask him, how is it? Because it's very important to hear, of course, everyone. And Malam, yeah, so he's a master, and that's something that, yes.
So when you said that, like, if you're a tea master or known for being experienced with tea, you might be invited to be the one to serve tea. But do you know that before you show up, or it's kind of like once you're there?
It's a surprise. So you are invited to the event as a guest, but not as a tea master. You are like everywhere. Like, I invite you all to my wedding, and then on my wedding, I'm like, oh, can you make tea? And that's it. Like, it's gonna be a surprise, and and actually everyone is supposed to know how to make tea in Morocco. It's kind of like I don't know. I mean, we learn it, of course, at home. We grew up learning how to make tea, and we are supposed to, whenever we are cold, we need to like, oh, okay, I can make tea. And yeah, so this is actually how I met Wenting, talking about tea, and then she said, oh, we do events about Chinese tea and Korean. I was like, oh, have you ever done Moroccan? Like, I would be happy to share with your organization. So that was oh yeah, thank you. Good student.
You can make tea.
So you will be the first to taste this one. So what is the next one? What is the next step?
You put the mint.
What is the next step?
You put the mint.
You got the first round, right? Second round of, and then the second round of tea pouring to get the bitterness out.
Okay.
So that next round, you're gonna do that now.
No.
No?
You're gonna put the mint.
What's missing in here?
Mint.
You put it in.
No. We need to put mint
That's the next one before you
before I start.
take out the heavy.
Oh no, that was the first one.
Oh, you already did it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he only used one.
I didn't know what round you were.
So yeah.
Second round. Okay.
But you only put one glass or all the 3 glasses?
No, just one.
Just one.
The 3 ones are still here. These I'm not gonna use them.
You're not gonna use the 2 of us. Just
So
one.
now we're gonna add mint.
Morocco is big glass.
So I'm gonna repeat again. So the first step is you add
This is Turkish.
you add the green gunpowder.
So I like it.
You add water, hot water. You stir for a little bit. You remove the first cup. You put it on the side, and then you add hot water, like 2 glasses, and then you remove these 2 glasses to remove the bitterness from the tea. Once you do that, you add hot water and you put it on fire. Once it's boiled, you put it back and you add mint. Also, if you like mint and you want a strong taste of mint, you can add mint to your cup.
Yeah.
That's also another option.
Morocco is doing some cup.
And now we're gonna put it back to just boil a little bit.
This is a lot.
So I'm curious. Doesn't the mint and the orange blossom, are they conflicted in terms of? No,
they're
they
not.
go. I'm curious to see
because the
how.
orange blossom gives you just like a
Has
More smell,
just
no?
it's a smell.
Smell.
Just like a little bit like a slice of taste. But the mint is dominating.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
very
it's very
dominating.
strong.
Yeah, it's very strong. But when they blend all together, there is a smell of orange blossom that gives the tea a really nice taste and smell.
Do you have a lot of orange trees in Morocco?
Yes, there is a lot. So we have a lot of orange trees that we can eat, like mandarin or big one. But we have a lot of orange, the bitter orange that we can eat. I know it has another name.
Grapefruit.
Les oranges amères.
Yeah, they're bitter orange.
Bitter orange. So there is orange trees that gives oranges that you can eat. They're very bitter. So in Morocco, we use the orange blossom flower to make tea and also oil. And we use these oranges that we can eat to make jam.
Yes.
So confiture. So it's very common. So you will see like people in the streets go into trees and like collecting oranges and flowers, and so yeah. So right now is the season, and every city people are collecting the flowers.
And it's open for public to.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's open because otherwise it's gonna go bad. Nobody gonna use it. So it's when it's in the street, just oranges fell down and the flowers just flow away. So like nobody say like yeah, go ahead, go take them, and it's a good it's benefits for everyone. So now it's ready, and I'm gonna add sugar. Sugar. 2, 4, 6. What is the next step? We added sugar, we have mint, we have green powder and orange blossom.
Did you boil it again?
Yes, I did boil it.
Then you
So-
pour.
Pour it in the cup.
You pour.
Yes.
Good. So So for this one, the last pouring, for mixing. I'm gonna choose somebody to do it. So prepare yourself. I don't know who I'm gonna choose. This is gonna be one person gonna do it. So you can watch how I do it. And I don't recommend you do this, like you go from 3 cups. Because it's, I don't know, I am used to doing it, so I can, but if you can, of course, you can do it. But I'm gonna show you how.
That's nice.
So these you put back.
So you start from the bottom, like here, like closer to the cup, and you go up, like this. Until you see the foam is up to the cup. And now you're gonna start smelling the orange blossom coming out of the teapot. The more I stir, the more you're gonna smell the mint, the orange blossom.
Does a different type of metal affect the taste of a tea, like from aluminium to silver to copper?
It's not no, it doesn't affect the taste. What affects the taste is if you put it on fire, on charcoal, on wood, that makes a difference.
Can you put silver on the fire?
Not alone. It needs to be mixed with brass or copper.
Oh, not if it's pure silver.
No, it needs to be mixed.
Because I have a pure silver, and I didn't want to put it on the fire.
So when you go to the market in Morocco, there is different types of teapots. There is teapots that you can buy that are mostly for decoration, and there is teapots that you need to ask, are these good for tea? So most teapots that are made for tea, you will see that the color is either like this mixed between brass and silver, or you're gonna see like this is like a contemporary one that we're using here, made from stainless steel, so it's also, it works because it's for daily life. But the original one is a mix of brass and silver. So that's how. So yeah, I think that these are the most used materials in the teapot. I have at home different types that are for decoration, but we cannot use them for like cooking, to put under the fire. Otherwise, they're gonna melt. The first part they're gonna melt is like you're gonna see this part dissolving, this part dissolving. That's how you know that it's not meant to be for the fire. And also, if you put whatever is the material, if you put let's say I put this one is empty and I put it on the fire, it's gonna melt. You need to add water first. You cannot put the teapot on the fire and then start adding water and tea. It needs to be separate. You add water and then you put it in the fire. There we go.
Do women also make tea?
Yes.
Because I mostly see men. No?
Because women make tea only when they have women's gathering. Also men, they do it when they have men's gathering. So they're not mixed together, like especially in ceremonies. Like in my parents' house, my mom hosts parties and she invites all family, women, and I'm not allowed to go in. It's only women that goes in. They have their own ceremony the same way. And there is a master for that. I mean, there is a leader for the tea. There is music, there is poetry. It's the same way. It's just not mixed. So they have their own. They both have their own spaces.
So the musician will be woman too.
Yes, exactly. So that's there is a huara, which is music that is only for women. It's from Sahara and it's only for women. So you will not see a man singing what huara say. So yeah, that's a really nice type of music.
Do the Berber also have the same ceremony, the Berber?
Yes.
Or is it a little different?
It's the same. So all across the country, it's the same ceremony. It's only different on the type of tea. So the green powder tea has different types, we say different numbers, because it comes with like, this is 4,000, 4,001, 4,005. There's like different types of gunpowder. Depends on how they're dried, where they're dried, and the duration and all the process of it. So that's what makes it different. Other than that, the ceremony is the same. You will see the same way in the north of Morocco and the south and the Berber region also. Jocelyn mentioned Joyce mentioned Berber, which is also known as Amazigh. Morocco has two official languages. There is Arabic, which is also called Darija. So Darija is a spoken language. When we speak, we cannot write that language. It's a spoken language. And there is Arabic, the classical Arabic that we learn at school, in university. It's the academic language. And then there is Amazigh language, which is the language of the original people of the country. So before Arabs comes to Morocco in 600, their country used to be only Amazigh. And then Arabs come to Morocco and then become both cultures, Arabic and Amazigh. So you will notice that when you go travel, you will hear different languages. You're like, why they're speaking? And because there's two official languages. So yeah, Morocco was also like inhabited by Romans, by Greek. So it's a very ancient country. You will see a lot of history. There is different landscapes. There is Mediterranean, there is Atlantic, there is desert, there is mountains, the famous Atlas Mountains, where a lot of Amazigh people live in the Atlas Mountains. And so yeah, this is a little bit about Morocco. I hope this is like an invitation so you can plan your next trip. So Dan, I'm going to invite you to do...
All right.
Here we go. So you start from the bottom. Here we go. Go up, until it's full. Good job. And now the last one, you slow down and you go down. You go down slowly. Perfect. Thank you. And here we go.
We work in the lab. I did a lot of pouring mistakes in restaurants.
if anybody wants sugar, feel free to come here. And there we go.
Do you have more to give to folks
Yes,
who
I
have the
need
cup?
cups.
I just want to taste it,
Okay.
just to tell the difference, because I know there's not enough people.
That's the one with sugar, right?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Some more.
Shukra.
Easy.
Oh yeah, big difference.
More.
Which one you like better?
I think I like the original, the plain. I do like orange blossom one.
Yeah.
But what about you?
Yeah, I prefer my orange blossom
Yeah, so
with,
this one has
with pastry.
mint and orange blossom.
I also use it in fruit salad.
This is the one that I'm smelling. Wait, like, how would you think? How would you like orange blossom water or orange blossom
Girl.
blossom itself?
Water.
Really?
Yeah,
That must be really nice.
it's very nice. Don't too much.
Yeah.
Good.
You already mixed your
Yeah.
ketchup salad, and then you put a little bit. You're from India, no? Don't they use orange
We
blossom
use more
there?
rose
water,
We use
yeah.
more
They
rose
also use
There is that.
Split that.
I use like my chai. I made chai
Good.
yesterday
Yeah.
with rose water at the very end. But I also
I'm gonna make another one.
and then
lemongrass with rose.
rose and then fresh mint at the very end. So
Wow.
it was really, really.
What did you make?
It was a chai. It was
Chai.
chai, yeah. So I made 5 gallons of it.
With milk?
Yes, with
Oh yeah, please.
I only make chai with milk.
Here, pass it along.
Yes. Now we're gonna. أنت المعلم. ضرب شغل. لا شطرح.
Thank you.
Can you introduce these dishes?
Yes.
So, I'm gonna help him a little bit. So this is an instrument that Muallim plays with. It's called qarqaba.
Yes. Castanea.
So this is qarqaba or castañas, and the Gnawa music. It's also ancient music that started, I mean, a long time ago in Africa. It started in Guinea, and then Mali, and then in the 14th century, Morocco used to be huge. Like there's a huge part of Mali that used to be also part of Morocco, and then a lot of West African came to Morocco and brought this instrument, and another instrument, which is a kind of a guitar with 3 strings. And then this music blended with the Moroccan culture, the Moroccan poetry, and the Moroccan poetry also become very popular, that people play this kind of music for a trance. It's become a transcendental music. So it's called Lila. Lila, it's a night. It starts always with a night. So there is Muallim and his band, and there is also a ceremony. Tea is involved. There is different colors. There is different incense. So people put incense also. And each color has a song, and each song is to call a spirit. And the goal of the music is to heal the person that has a bad spirit inside. So when you go to events and you see, especially a Lila, you see people are in trance, moving their heads. And then there is a moment, that's when they're kind of entering trance. It means that spirit needs to hear more music. The spirit needs to dance. That's when you see the body doing a movement and a beautiful dance, and it goes with the music as well. So I was lucky when I met Malem and I went with him to different concerts, but especially I was lucky to go to a Lila, which is something that you don't see often in New York. So we went to a festival in the woods, and we were doing a Lila. It's called Barbes in the woods, and we were like doing a pure Lila in New York. And I was leading the trance ceremony. So Malem was playing music. I was taking care of the incense. I need to put different incense based on the color, based on the songs they're playing. And so there is oud, there's a lot of names that I can't recall in English, but they're like different incense that we put in the circle. And when the music is playing, it has a process. So there is an opening. The opening starts with the hand. In Morocco, you will see a lot of musics or musicians play with their hand first. That's the opening of the music. And then Qarqabat comes, and then the tabal, it's called tabal, which is the tambour, and then the ginbri. So during this night, I wasn't expecting that people will go in trance, because you need to understand the words. I mean, it's not you need, but understanding the words is very meaningful to this music. Like, it's very powerful. The poetry that they're singing, it's very powerful. Like, really, like, deep. You hear some words that can touch your, like, you can find yourself in any of the words. So I started first. I wanted kind of to perform, not like just to like show people how to do it. And without feeling, I found myself in trance. And I'm thankful for Malem, because when you see somebody in trance, you need to know and follow their needs. So you need to like go up when they're going up. You need to go down with them when they're going down, until you calm them down. You're like, okay, I'm released. Like I'm okay now. So I was in trance, and I was glad that I was there. I felt really good. And then when I turned around me, the public, I saw a lot of people that also went in trance without understanding the words. And I was surprised, and I was like, okay, this is actually a ceremony that we need to, I wasn't expecting it. And then I saw a lot of people in trance, and then I had to take care of these people by being near them, covering their head with the color that the song is playing. Because you go in trance when you find yourself in that music, when you find yourself like you're connecting with that type of music, or their words, or the beats, could be either. So yeah, so I was like leading it and helping people with the trance. They were playing, following also different people's, we say, desire to listen to the music, and that was wonderful. So that's the music that Malem plays, and it's so yeah. If you have a chance in New York, you can follow him, and there is a lot of concerts that he performed in New York and other states. Yesterday he was in Brooklyn Bowl, and it was amazing. So yeah, that's something that I invite you. It's in New York. Welcome to see it and listen to it, and it's beautiful. So it's going to be another invitation to see Morocco from here. So
can men and women both
yes.
participate?
Yes, it's possible. Yes? So at the original, it's only for men, and nowadays it's become for both. So you can see women and men playing together. So that's something that is now it's for both. So the music is but the original of the music, it's called slave music. So in that time, it was only slaves that plays that type of music. And then when they came to Morocco, you can see them in the street, or not slaves, you can see people asking for food in the streets. And they don't ask for food by knocking on the doors, they play music. And that's how Moroccans discovered the music. And then you go to Mali, you go to Morocco, you will see the same type of music, the same instruments, but different words, different songs. So it depends on the country's culture. home.
So it's an interesting thing that you said, some people who didn't understand the language at all, but they went into a trance. And it makes me think, like, I have Cuban and African ancestry and indigenous ancestry. And in all the different cultures that I represent, there's a universal law over the music, and people are tranced by the music, whether it's a sweat lodge ceremony, whether it's Afro-Cuban ceremony, whether it's, and it's like a universal law all over the planet. Every culture has some kind of form of this, you know? And I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. That's
people didn't understand, but they understand.
exactly. Yesterday, after the show, there was another band. What's the name of the band? Turi? It's a famous band from Mali, actually.
Yeah.
And they were playing. What's it called?
Fakaturi.
Kakaturi.
Fakaturi.
Fakaturi.
Yeah.
So this is the name of the band. It's a famous one, and it's the band. Like the family of that band created a type of music that is really wonderful. And I was like listening to it, and I'm like, oh, that's actually really amazing. It will be really nice if there is a mixture between Gnawa and this type of music. And surprisingly, as Malim does always, he go on the stage and he take the karkavat, and you can see them both playing together, and it was wonderful. Like they just like put a fire on the stage, and it, like people were like really dancing. So yeah, music is these beats are like universal, and I go in trance basically by listening to electronic music. It's something that makes me, I find myself in it, I dance, so I feel like, yeah, when you find yourself in a type of music, you feel comfortable, safe, yeah, you can go. So you just need to know that the person can also help you go back. So that's how, I mean, for me, that's what's important, is to know that the person gonna, like, not just like take me in a trance and not bring me away and bring me back. So yeah, that's.
Can you say something about the hat and when
Yes.
you do that? With, yeah.
Shashia. It's called shashia. شنو بتعرض لا
And
لا.
that's for show only, or does it help
show,
with a?
dance. Yes. Yeah.
So the dance, when the music is on, there is a dance that comes with it.
Yes.
And I don't know how to dance that dance because it's hard. I wish I can learn that.
Yes.
But it involves your feet, you need your arms and your head. And with your head you do that movement where you turn that shashia. So maybe you can show.
Show you.
Okay, so I'm gonna make one more.
Okay.
It's for those that didn't have tea.
And can we hear you play a little one more?
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
And then we also like to thank Maggie and Enmy for hosting. And Maggie is a long-term advocate for the community and for environment. We'd really like you to say something.
Thank you to everybody for coming. This garden is yours, to working for you, for the community.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot, and the group to coming for the music, the tea. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us today.
And Enmy, you want to say something? You have done so much work. Like similar, like how you guys prepare tea. Enmy has been cleaning the garden, sorting all things out like for days. Yeah.
Well, not only me, other gardeners, a lot of other gardeners here who helped. Hey, and me, I'm a volunteer here, and which is sort of how I found tea arts and culture, just being a volunteer gardener and finding activities for the community And I don't really know what to say, but thank you everyone for coming. This is very exciting. We have more events coming up. If you want to leave Manhattan next week, we're going to be in Queens, so come by. And hopefully we'll keep drinking tea and maybe more music.
Good.
Christina's telling us that you guys are about to throw a party here, so.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
You growing tea trees here?
No, you can't really grow tea trees
What
in a
take-
community garden.
Yeah.
This is a very good question because
There's very few places in the U.S. where tea is grown.
I don't know about the U.S., but I know about
There
Morocco.
are some places.
Yeah,
in
it's
Europe,
not-
Yeah.
You can grow mint though. just
Exactly.
not-
So yeah, like
I want tea.
because that's what we were talking about earlier. Like we consume a lot of gunpowder tea, but we don't produce it. All gunpowder tea comes from China. So because we don't have the climate for it, and the best tea and also the methodology of it and how it's made, it's the best is to bring it from China. So that's why Morocco we consume it every day, a lot of portions of it, but we don't produce it. So China is the best climate for it. Also the best the people have like it's an art, like they mastered it for generations. I mean for thousands of years.
Family running
Exactly.
a tea farm. And my friend just married into a generations of family that makes pura tea,
Yeah.
Wow.
digestive tea. So they had been generations making this tea, and when I had a digestive issue, they were shipping me the tea through. It's amazing.
Did it help?
Whenever you have nausea or indigestion or anything with your stomach,
Great. So
you have to dump the first round out.
So we have some puer tea?
yeah, we have some pour.
We have some puer here.
Yes, we're like volunteers. Whoever has the sheet in your hand, and then great. That's that. Do you want to stand up so the volume? Like, yeah. You have volume. Great.
I do have to take the glasses off.
Okay.
Ode to the Earth 2 by Pablo Neruda. Earth, who was it? Who measured and divided you? With walls, wire, enclosures? Were you born divided? When meteors cruised through you and your semblance grew? Above dismantled seas and large crags, who divided your assets among a handful of creatures?
Thank you.
There's a second one.
There's a second one. Maybe we can choose a different. Yeah.
Maybe? I'm not.
Yeah, sure, I got it. Happy birthday, Ode to Earth. How old is this Earth? 4 or 5 billion years old? Just think about it.
Do you speak Spanish?
And that's also from Pablo Neruda.
Okay.
You want to read the Spanish part?
Yes.
It's the same one from the book.
No, I know, but
Yeah,
she'll
we
say
wanna-
she'll read it in Spanish.
No, I'm just saying that it was.
Yeah.
Tierra, tierra, ¿quién te midió y te puso muros, alambre, cierros? Necesita divinidad. Cuando los meteoros te cruzan y tu rostro crecía, desmoronando mares y peñascos. ¿Quién repartió tus dones entre unos cuantos seres?
Thank you. All right, we would like three more people to repeat the same poems again.
Earth, who was it who measured and divided you with walls, wire, enclosures? Were you born divided? When meteors cruised through you and your semblance grew above dismantled seas and large crags, who divided your assets among a handful of creatures?
think we Nick over there want to volunteer too.
Happy birthday, ode to the earth. How old is the earth? 4 or 5 billion years old? Just think about it.
Thank you.
It's very light. It is very light.
Earth, who was it who measured and divided you with walls, wire, enclosures? Were you born divided? When meteors cruised through you and your semblance grew above dismantled seas and large crags, who divided your assets among a handful of creatures?
Great, thank you. Would you like to read?
This one.
Okay.
Are we reading the Spanish one once more? I was going to pull somebody else's.
We're reading whatever he chooses to read.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you go ahead first.
Sana Saida.
Sana Saida.
Happy birthday, ode to the earth. How old is the earth? 4 or 5 billion years old. Just think about it.
Thank you all for joining us. And then we will continue to have tea.